welcome back. Decided we're gonna do the last of the, or at least the last we have posted so far, side quests for this area of Pembroke Hospital, and it's, they need me to go to the pharmacy. And it's for these two guys. For the rest of these we've already done, so we'll do Missing Ingredients, and then probably move on to Causes and Effects, which is Chapter 3 of the main story. So, actually we can go out our window, can't we? Yeah. So we're going to get out. Oh, I think I see a shiny. Perfect. In here? Nope. Okay, we should probably look at where we're going. Down here. So, just keep heading this way. The rain adds a nice atmosphere. Okay, I think we're going this way. Is that anything? No. It's just a dead body. Okay, where are we going now? Cross the bridge, and then we'll be taking... Actually, it looks like we'll be going straight. Ooh, treasure. Take it. What's this? More stuff. I see a bad guy. Let's see if we can sneak up on him. Surprise! Oh. I hear one of those crazy skull things screaming its head off. I wonder where they are. Huh. Must be back this way. Speaking of which, am I heading the right way? No, it should be up these stairs. But let's look at this. And let's see if we can open this gate. Maybe it's one of those lock-unlock things. Nice. Alright. Is this the pharmacy up here, maybe? Not that door. I hear you. Where are you? Dazzled scowl. Anybody else? Some blood down there. Okay, so how do we get into Mr. Cheerful Pants? Okay, this is weird. Need to get in there. That's not a door, we checked that. Damn it. Let's check around behind it then. Wait, is that a no? I was wondering if I could poof up there, but it looks like a non-poofing zone. Well, there's something. That hurt. There we go. Anybody else? No Dr. Strickland's list, ordered by Dr. Thoreau Strickland, Pembroke Hospital. List of substances ingredients: lacrima papaveris, medical opium, sodium hypochlorite, and potassium permanganate. There we go.
Opium is one of the main ingredients of Strickland's medication. Never a good move.
Okay, so I guess we found what they needed, so tell what happened to Dr. Strickland. Interesting. Is this treasure? Nope. Alright. Am I heading the right way? No. I need to turn around and then take a left for the bridge. There's the bridge, right on the left. Now we just head back to the hospital. Either road will do. I thought this was a rest area. Oh, it is. Okay. That's what I wanted. Workbench. Okay, I don't have any treatments, but I don't know of anybody that needs them. Shit. Okay, anything to break down? Just a bottle. Let's look at this. No, I wanted this. Okay, it looks like everybody in Pembroke area is healed or healing. Sean Hampton. Okay, that's back where the bar was. Looks like Dyson has fatigue. Next time I'm in that area, I should give him one, so let's add a fatigue just in case we run into that area during our adventures. Okay, and let's head back out now and get back to the hospital. I think I'm going the right way. Yeah. Hello, nurse, silly face. Okay, I need to look at this quest because who am I supposed to tell? Tell what happened. Oh, details. Dr. Thoreau Strickland is a young and daring physician who is fascinated by the science of medical advance. He is presently conducting some experiments on his own, but he is waiting for some products he recently ordered. He suspects the present shortage may have incited his supplier to sell the batch to a more eminent doctor than him. That's why he asked me to go there and use my reputation to obtain the needed supplies. Okay, so I just need to talk to Dr. Strickland. Let's look for him. I don't think he's out here. That's Tippets. Yeah, Tippets is always outside. Strickland must be inside. Whoosh. Let's go find him. There we go. That's Strickland.
I'm quite busy right.
Tell me, Waverly,
Oh,
what do
that's
you
Aykroyd.
think of Dr.
That's
Strickland's enthusiasm for his experimental research?
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory. Now that, sir, is unethical.
Are you thinking about something in particular?
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should stick to the usual procedure, but my young colleague obviously disagrees.
Why do you wish to lead this surgery?
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick should not be butchered to test an unproven procedure.
I really hope you're right about this, Dr. Ackroyd. I'm trusting your judgment on this.
I'm not the kind of man who runs away from his responsibilities, Dr. Reed. There is no need for you to be looking over my shoulder.
And are you not afraid that your rivalry with Strickland may be blinding you?
Rivalry? I guess you could call it that. But I will never be childish enough to let my personal feelings affect my judgment.
Well then. Okay, sorry to actually bother you because talking to you is always such a pain in the ass.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Now, let's go back to looking for Strickland. You guys aren't Strickland. Let's scan in case we missed him.
I will not let you down, my poor Reed.
There he is.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
First let's see if we have any new... Nope. And nope. Okay. Back to your drug thing.
I located the shop, but it was vandalized, and the owner is missing. All I found was your order.
I was afraid of such bad news. People are so desperate they're ready to burgle a shop for drugs.
That's quite a list you ordered. Opium, sodium hypochlorite. It can't be just headaches you're trying to cure.
This dreadful influenza, of course. I already ran some tests on hopeless cases. Without success, I must admit.
Do you realize you could create a lethal poison without the correct dosage? Then there are the legal ramifications.
Is this not true of any medical substance, Dr. Reed? However, if you would agree to improve it, I'd be glad to accept your help.
As long as you promise to be scrupulous with your experiments, I may try to gather these substances, and even help improve upon the mixture.
That's all I'm asking for, Dr. Reed. That's all I'm asking.
Well then.
I want to know about these secret tests you run, and if they can save people from this epidemic. Speak to me now, Thoreau.
I know I may sound presumptuous, but I'm just following your steps, Dr. Reed. I'm casting away the shadows of ignorance by daring to face them.
Self-confidence is essential in our line of work, my young colleague, but only if tempered with the correct amount of cynicism.
But you never doubt yourself, Dr. Reed. I've read all your articles and books. You performed the most daring research during the war.
I want to stay on all the good sides of the staff since I'm hiding out as a vampire.
You have my support, Dr. Strickland. I know exactly what it feels like to battle an unknown disease with only your mind and force of will to help you.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. You don't know what that means to me.
It means about Tree Fitty. Okay, that's all for you. Okay.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland. I can't let Strickland put his patients at risk with opium. Perhaps an adjusted formula will deliver more of a placebo effect.
Okay, so it says gather the ingredients and formulate the medication. Bring 1 unit of sodium hypochlorite to your medical desk, 1 unit of potassium permanganate to your medical desk, and 6 units of ferrous tartrate to your medical desk. Now, do I already have these, I wonder? Got the potassium permanganate. Ferrous tartrate. Sodium hypochlorite. Yeah, looks like I got plenty of this stuff. So let's get to my desk. Wait a minute, did I see something? I thought I saw something in my I have formulas to analyze, but I didn't see them when I was on the thing. Maybe I can only do that in my office. Let's head upstairs to my office now.
Oh, sweet girl.
Let's head the right direction. This weird desk? Yes, I do.
Strickland's project could be dangerous. I have a mind to report him to Dr. Ackroyd.
I'm not reporting him to Dr. Ackroyd because I just bloody hate Dr. Ackroyd. He's a jackass. Oh yeah, while I'm here, let's see if there was those things to analyze. Nope. What the hell? That is just weird. Double check, see if any of our stuff's ready to go up. Nope, still need 3 good handle parts. 3 tiny good handle parts. And 3 good trigger parts. Alright. Anywho. Let's go back and see Strickland and give him the placebo. That'll probably be the best bet for keeping him from doing too much damage. Is that him?
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
I have managed to improve the mixture by diluting it. Have you ever heard of Sir Joseph Francis Olive? Or the placebo effect?
No, I don't think so. Why?
A placebo is a substance or procedure that has no actual physical effect.
You made a placebo of my project. Why?
Research has established that a placebo, as long as the subject believes in the effect, can provoke a positive physiological reaction.
Really? That's fascinating. And you want me to, what, administer the placebo and see what occurs?
Something like that, yes.
Well, I'm a bit surprised, but I trust you, Dr. Reed. Please take the key to my cabinet and put this placebo there for future use.
Well, alrighty then.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Now we head back upstairs to the doctor's office and explore the shit out of the room, since it sounds like it's in one of their offices. Okay, now that's a different office. It's not this one. Oh, it's this door. Okay, explore, explore, explore. Locked.
It's locked.
That's what I said.
At least Strickland can't kill anyone with this formula.
Okay, well, anything else in the room?
It's locked,
It
all
isn't
right.
locked.
It's locked.
Aha. A letter to Dr. Swansea, Pembroke Hospital, 14th October. Dear Dr. Swansea, despite the actual urgency of the sanitary situation, I must inform you of a recent case of professional misconduct inside the Pembroke. Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan, has been found guilty of undeniable unprofessional conduct and thus guilty of endangering a patient. Under no circumstances should a nurse diagnose and establish a prescription without at least informing the referent doctor about her conclusion. You know me, Edgar. I'm not against personal initiative, but when it is for the interest of all, especially during a crisis like the one we are facing. But we can't allow a nurse to perform a diagnosis and decide on a procedure to apply to a patient. The fact that said patient survived is no attenuating circumstance. It just means we dodged the bullet this time. I demand the strictest authority on this matter. Very respectfully, Dr. Waverly Ackroyd. God, Ackroyd's just always a prick. some shillings. 5 shillings. Looks like it's all the stuff. Whoop. Wait. Mr. Goswick's M. Goswick's medical file. Patient, Mortimer Goswick, male, age 23. Followed by Dr. Aykroyd, status convalescence. Date of admission 27th October, date of release to be determined. Notes: the patient shows many signs of extreme fatigue and major sores on the throat, mouth, and tongue, but no sign of flu. Refuses to speak, claims it is too painful. Needs rest and healing of throat mucous membranes before any decision can be made concerning his release. Dumbass doesn't even realize he tried to hang himself. Okay, looks like I can talk to Mortimer and Nurse Brannock, but it's cool we got their hints opened up. Alright, now let's double check here, but I think, yep, this region we've done at least everybody we can see here. We've done all their side quests. That's good. Cool. Alright. Now on to causes and effects here. Tell Edgar Swansea about Razvan Vasil's blood. Hello? Where the hell? Oh, there he is. First I gotta check his office. Paperwork. Warning letter. Pembroke Hospital, 25th October. Dear Dr. Swansea, I must inform you of my deepest reservation concerning the Dr. Thorough Strickland and Harvey Fiddick case. Mr. Fiddick has been hospitalized after a severe work injury. He may permanently lose the use of his arm if not treated adequately. Dr. Strickland claims that a surgical procedure may save the man's arm completely. I say it may also sever its functions for good if complications arise. Our young colleague is an audacious and daring surgeon who might prove a great professional in a few years, but for now he lacks the skill to perform such a risky procedure. Need I remind you of the mistakes he made in the past? Since Dr. Strickland refuses to listen to me, I strongly advise you to forbid him to perform such a hazardous experiment. Very respectfully, Dr. Waverly Aykroyd. Fuck, he's everywhere. Aykroyd is a douche bucket. God. Just an ass. Okay, it looks like everything. Check the desk. Okay, now let's talk to Doc. Get this quest moving on.
Evening, Edgar. Could I get your professional opinion?
Please speak, but I have something important to tell you.
This strain of flu, it's very different from the one I saw in Europe. It's downright peculiar.
Really? What makes you say that?
I've just looked at the blood of one of our recently deceased.
I see. Do you have anything more to go on?
This disease spreads and looks like the Spanish flu, but its effects differ greatly. The London strain is different from the continental one.
This is very interesting. Did you find something else?
Yes. Unlike the flu, the infected begin to show an increase in outwardly aggressive behavior. More than simple agitation. Once docile people become violent.
You mean like rabies? Is there a chance we could create a vaccine, Jonathan, like Pasteur? By the stove, that would be smashing.
There's a lot we're not seeing here. But it is spreading, and quickly. If we don't act, the whole city could be lost.
But Jonathan, we've a fantastic opportunity sitting right here in front of us. A weapon of choice.
What on earth do you mean?
Why, you, my dear boy. With your expertise and your blood, we could isolate the properties that course through your veins. Think about the possibilities.
I'd like to say that, but he might take me seriously. King Reed.
I admit it did occur to me. Blood seems to be the common factor in all of this.
I totally agree. We're in uncharted territory here. Maybe it's just wishful thinking, but imagine the possibilities.
We'll discuss this more later. Thank you for your time.
No, thank you, Jonathan. But as I said, I needed to talk to you. I have some rather bad news.
Uh-oh.
Yes?
I'm afraid it's your sister.
My sister?
I ate
She's
her.
to be buried this evening at Whitechapel Cemetery. Your mother published the obituary this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Please accept my condolences.
Oh, attend Mary's funeral. Reach the Stonebridge Cemetery. Reach it, huh? Sounds like it's gonna be heavily.
I never thought I would have to attend my murdered sister's funeral. Mary, I can't forgive myself. I'll find the truth about what happened to us. I swear.
Okay. Which way am I going? No. Going around, take a different route. Go up here. Alright then. Yep, going the right way. Hi guys. Come get some.
He's dead!
How the hell did you stay alive? Oh, he just had a little sliver of health. No treasure? What about the third guy? Yeah, he dropped something. Cool. Now, I remember it saying when there was a lot of rats around that quite often meant there was a hideout nearby. There's not one marked on the map. But I don't see an entrance to it, so... yeah. Screw it. Back to the mission. Heading to the cemetery. Oh wait, maybe it's up here. Hey, Chucklehead. Here we are. There's two bad guys there. How did they not hear me doing all that shit?
Stupid beast! Die, Bernie!
Always get rid of the gun guy first. Yeah, I definitely want to upgrade my bite strength because I could definitely be doing more damage there. Anything here? Ooh, some shillings. 5 shillings. Did you drop anything? You did not. What a jerk. Hey, what's this? Like a little side street? Yeah, let's check that out before we get in there. cool. Another back way to get here. More bullets. Doors that don't open. Okay, back to the quest. Our sister's funeral that, well, we caused her death. Okay.
My dear sister, I don't know if I have the strength.
Discreetly attend. Okay, looks like we need to go right, and then it goes around and up. Teach you to teleport all over the place like a crazy person. Whoa, what's that up there? Check the map. Nothing behind me. Seems safe at the moment. Treasure. Holy symbols and orichalcum. Orichalcum? I don't know. If you ever face a vampire, never forget that they fear holy symbols as long as you have the faith. A cross, a Star of David, an olive branch even can prove useful to repel these creatures from the pit. But you will not harm them for good. If you really want to hurt them, only one solution exists. Forget about wooden stakes or silver bullets. Find yourself the strongest weapon against vampires. Orichalcum. Do you think it's a coincidence that orichalcum was common in Atlantis, according to the legend and ancient writings? Atlantis was infested with vampires, and the place is now known as the Santorini Island. I'll personally pay 10,000 pounds to the man who can provide me some real orichalcum. Clarence Crossley. For more information, please contact me directly. Okay. Well, I got some XP out of it, so that's nice. Let's use my vision a second. Anything around? At least nothing within 10 feet. Shitty range. Why is this thing flashing? Tombstone. Near the lie remains of Clay Cox. Oh, that's the guy I ate. Remember that. Okay. Where am I headed? Yeah, let's go that way down here and then take a left and veer around. Just wanted to see if there was any extra treasures. What's this? Just a reflection.
Since I can't reveal myself to my mother now, I must find a discreet spot to attend the ceremony.
Well, I don't know how to discreetly attend.
I leave you to care for my mother. I'm in no state to comfort her.
Oh, wait. Maybe up here. There we go.
I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. We commend unto thy hands of mercy, most merciful Father, the soul of our sister departed, and we commit her body to the ground. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Why kill my Mary and stick her here in this cold, god-awful place?
These are the legal requirements for the epidemic, madam.
Oh, Avery, I feel so tired. Please take me home.
Yes, madam.
Poof.
Oh, Mary. What have I done? If I could only change one thing. One thing. This is a nightmare.
Jonathan, there is nothing you can do but accept it.
What brings you here?
I thought you could use the company. I am so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
She was a good person. Vibrant, full of life. She was kindness incarnate, my Mary.
You're a good person, Jonathan. And a young Ekon. A newborn cast into the night without so much as a candle to guide your way.
She had been scouring the most dangerous parts of London in search of me. And it led to her death.
Jonathan, don't.
I still hear her last thoughts. They echo in my head. Her mind shattered, and it haunts me.
Jonathan, stop. Listen carefully. You must come to terms with this. You must learn to live with what happened.
How is it possible? Tell me. Is it so easy to take a life every night, and then just smile and nod at those you spared?
Don't you see? You're doing the work of our enemies, feeding your remorse. We are weakest when we grieve, and the guilt blurs our senses.
And so this is why you're here. To warn me. You've felt this pain yourself. You too have endured this.
I don't want to lose you, Jonathan. I've lost so many friends. Loved ones I cherished. Pray for Mary's forgiveness, if you must.
Thank you, my lady. I will.
Good. But be careful. If I found you here, others may too.
What should I do then?
St. Mary's Church is not far from here. Go there and make your peace. Find the solace you need.
My lady wants me to confess.
No, Jonathan. It's you who wants to confess, I think.
Yeah, reach St. Mary's. Looks like it's in this direction. Yeah, we'll just be going up through here. This is a new area here. I guess we'll just see what kind of...
It's locked.
Is there a back way to it? It doesn't look like it. That's a tree. You can't poof through that. It almost looks like a safe house over there. Look at all those jerks. 15. This has the looks of a... Ooh, wait, let's get the treasures first. shillings. Thank you. Okay, yeah, now this looks like a base. We found a new hideout. Woohoo! Okay. I think we have stuff to break down. Yeah. And more drugs. Sweet. Bed, which I don't want to sleep in yet because I don't want time to go by. Treasures. Okay, am I heading the right way? No, I'm not. I need to be going this way. Some treasure.
And off to church he goes, a newborn seeking divine consent to lick the blood from the soft and pointy crown.
Who are you? Make yourself known.
Newborn, you reek of guilt and pointless compassion. Shed your skin, forget your old weaker self.
What do you want from me?
Ascalon does not approve of lone wolves who bring unwanted eyes to our pastures.
So your name is Ascalon?
Ascalon's will is vampire law. Learn them, abide by them, or I shall return as your judge and jury.
Okay.
These immortals try my patience with their plans and unsolicited counsel.
Yeah, a fight's going on.
This man stunned me with his faith. His crucifix. This is not good news.
Okay, where are we heading? This direction, so down here, I guess. Oh no. Is it locked? No. Oh, I recognize this. That's the flower pot with the advertisement for the clinic. Anything here? It's just...
Yes? What is it that you want?
I'm sorry to disturb you at such a late hour.
No worries, my son. I'm still quite awake, having just returned from a funeral.
Yes, I know. I've forgotten what I wanted. I don't know.
May I help you, child? You seem somewhat perturbed.
I haven't the strength to cross the threshold. I wish to pray, to cleanse my soul.
The church is shut by order of the bishop. But I'm still the vicar of St. Mary's, if that is any use to you, my son.
You seem to me a good soul, Vicar. But this is a personal matter.
There are no secrets from God, my son. If your heart needs comfort, consider me your chapel. For I can be as silent as stone.
I've words for one departed. They're not for living ears to hear.
Your eyes burn with rage, yet I see the pain that lies beyond. I am here to lighten the burden of all God's creatures. Whatever you tell me is between us and the Lord.
Very well, priest. As you seem quite adamant.
Open your heart, my son. Tell me what burdens you. With whom do you wish to speak?
She was my sister.
You seem so troubled by the loss of this girl. What happened to her?
It was an accident. A terrible, terrible accident.
I see. And how are you feeling, my son?
She died because of me. How do you think I feel?
I have a final question for you, my son. This is of the utmost importance.
Ask your question, Vicar.
What would you like her to know?
I killed you. There's no excuse. My dear Mary, forgive me.
You have been heard, my son, and your burden will lighten if your words are sincere. Go in peace now, and live your life in the way she would have wanted.
Edgar Swansea at the hospital.
Whatever happened on this dock is between my sister and I. It does not concern God at all.
Yeah, I don't think I had anything more to talk to her about at the moment. Oop, I saw some treasure. Thank you. Take that. Any treasures on your asses? What the hell? Okay, I picked it up. What the hell am I hearing? Bunch of rats, but I don't see a... How did that guy not hear me? Okay, where are we going? To the hospital. Anything up here? Just I've been in there. Nothing.
Remorse and pain are precious when binding you.
I remember you.
Whoa. What the hell is this?
Fear be gone. I would harm no child of my making.
This is your doing. You made me. Made me this creature. What are you?
I am the land. You are our champion.
Tell me what you are.
I am the whitened bones and blackened soil. The land made blood coursing through thy veins.
What is it you seek?
This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged.
This has something to do with the epidemic.
Seek truth, my champion. Defeat the serpent of knowing with iron spur.
Whoa.
I've had enough of others making decisions for me, pretending to know how I should feel or behave. So the vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity? Or was he just projecting this vision in my mind? Maybe Edgar can help me with this one.
Weird little gate. I guess we can go in this way. I was looking for the main door, but... Just have to go upstairs and see Dr. Swansea. Huh, here's the stairs.
God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCullum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the god.
I'll kill your ass and eat you.
Leave him, Jonathan. This is sacred ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned. By the sacred stole, this is very bad news. Bad news indeed.
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead and several missing. This has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
We cannot have the people lose faith in this institution. This hospital is their only hope.
Of course, you're right. But we cannot afford a public scandal. It would ruin us. We must restore order, and quickly.
You mentioned a dead patient. Who is he?
She, Jonathan. She was Miss Harriet Jones. I found her room like a slaughterhouse. Blood everywhere. The duty nurse is taking care of the mess.
Very well. I'll help you.
Jonathan, please. I can't rely on anyone else. And this concerns you as it involves vampires. Someone has taken advantage of our more liberal tendencies here.
In what way?
Jonathan, I may turn my head when you or her ladyship indulge, but I will not allow this place to become a nest for street feeders.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity. Do you realize what that could mean for us?
Rest assured, I will protect you and your staff.
McCullum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will put an end to this.
Put an end to Sean Hampton's savagery. He was the sad saint, I believe they called him. So he's at the East End docks.
Sean Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks.
Okay. Well, looks like we got 2,000 XP, so I'm gonna go raise some of my abilities. Yeah, I don't need anything else. Let's go ahead and check out the powers. Okay. What's this one at? Level 2. Yeah, the healing's not bad. Now, ooh, looks like the next level maybe opened up. It did. How much is the next level of our super attack? 2,000. So it goes from 200 up to 350. Yeah, I think that's worth it. It's gonna blow our whole load, but yeah. Boom. My rage knows no bounds. Okay. That looks good. Whoops. No. Confirm. Why'd all these people get sick? Fuck off. Seriously, that is such bullshit. Your actions have impacted the borough's economy. Oh, whatever. How are the other places? God. Weird. Oh well, I guess we can make a bunch of potion stuff and drop it off as we run into people before we heal again. Or I mean before we sleep again. That sucks, man. When you sleep to the next night, it's like half the place. Well, there's an epidemic going on, so I guess that makes sense. Whatever. Well, on that note then, let's cut this one here, and then we'll continue on with going to find out what's going on with this guy that's gone rabid, supposedly. So once again, thanks for hanging, and have a good evening.